When people hear about the term offshore accounts, they think of white sandy beaches and proceeds of crime. What if I were to tell you that there's more to offshore banking than you thought? That's what we'll be talking about in this video. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I have another exciting video in store for you. But before we dive into that, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our future videos. We release new content regularly, covering topics like finance, money management, and economics. Alright then, let's jump right into today's video. Offshore accounts, also known as offshore bank accounts or offshore financial accounts, refer to bank accounts or financial accounts held in a foreign country by individuals or entities who are not residents or citizens of that country. These accounts are typically established in jurisdictions that offer certain advantages, such as tax benefits, financial privacy, asset protection, and access to international investment opportunities. Here are some key features and aspects related to offshore accounts. International diversification. Offshore accounts allow individuals and businesses to diversify their financial holdings across different jurisdictions, currencies, and investments. This can help mitigate risks and provide access to international markets and investment opportunities. Wealth management and financial services. Offshore jurisdictions often have well-established financial centers with a wide range of financial services, including private banking, investment management, trust services, and estate planning. These services can cater to the specific needs of high-net-worth individuals and businesses. Financial privacy. Offshore accounts can provide a higher level of financial privacy and confidentiality compared to domestic accounts. Some jurisdictions have strict laws and regulations that protect the identity and personal information of account holders. Some offshore places have strict confidentiality laws. These laws restrict the disclosure of account details to third parties, including tax authorities or other governmental agencies. Offshore jurisdictions may have less stringent reporting requirements compared to domestic banking systems. This means that individuals or entities holding offshore accounts may not be required to disclose as much information about their financial activities or assets. Offshore jurisdictions often offer trust and fiduciary services, allowing individuals to establish legal structures to hold assets and maintain privacy. By utilizing trusts, foundations, or other similar entities, individuals can shield their identities and ownership information from public scrutiny. Offshore jurisdictions may have legal systems and processes that make it more difficult for foreign parties, including individuals' home governments, to access account information or obtain legal assistance. This can add a layer of protection to an individual's financial privacy. Using offshore accounts for illegal activities, tax evasion, or money laundering is strictly regulated and subject to legal consequences. Consulting with legal professionals and tax professionals who specialize in international finance and offshore matters can provide valuable guidance on the specific privacy considerations and legal requirements associated with offshore accounts. Asset protection. Offshore accounts can be used as a tool for asset protection. By placing assets in an offshore jurisdiction, individuals or businesses may safeguard their wealth from potential lawsuits, creditors, or political instability in their home country. One way offshore accounts can offer asset protection is through the use of offshore trusts. Offshore jurisdictions often have robust trust laws that provide a high level of asset protection. Here's an example of how an offshore account, combined with an offshore trust, can offer asset protection. Let's say an individual, John, resides in a country where there is a risk of lawsuits and potential creditors pursuing his assets. To safeguard his wealth, John establishes an offshore trust in a jurisdiction known for its strong asset protection laws. John transfers a portion of his assets, such as cash, investments, or real estate, into the offshore trust. The trust is established with the assistance of a trustee based in the offshore jurisdiction. Once the assets are transferred to the offshore trust, they are no longer legally owned by John. Instead, they are held in the name of the trust, with John designated as the beneficiary. By separating legal ownership from beneficial ownership, the assets become less vulnerable to potential lawsuits or creditors targeting John personally. The trustee has a fiduciary duty to manage the trust's assets and follow the terms outlined in the trust deed. The trustee must act in the best interests of the beneficiaries, including John. As a result, the trustee has a legal obligation to protect the assets held within the trust. In the event of a lawsuit or creditors attempting to seize John's assets, the offshore trust can provide a layer of protection. Since the assets legally belong to the trust and not to John, they are generally shielded from his personal liabilities. The choice of an offshore jurisdiction with strong asset protection laws is crucial. Some jurisdictions have specific legislation that prevents or restricts the enforcement of foreign judgments, making it challenging for creditors to access the assets held within the trust. Tax advantages. Offshore jurisdictions may offer favorable tax laws, such as lower or zero tax rates on certain types of income or capital gains. This can be attractive to individuals or businesses looking to minimize their tax obligations. Certain offshore jurisdictions have tax regimes that offer exemptions or reduced tax rates on specific types of income. For example, they may impose little to no tax on capital gains, dividends, interest, or foreign-sourced income. By holding assets or conducting financial activities in these jurisdictions, individuals or businesses can potentially reduce their overall tax liability. Let's talk about tax deferrals. Offshore accounts can facilitate tax deferral strategies. By holding assets in an offshore jurisdiction with lower tax rates or tax-deferred status, individuals or businesses can delay the payment of taxes until the funds are repatriated or withdrawn. This can provide an opportunity to grow investments or accumulate wealth more efficiently. Offshore accounts can be used as part of a comprehensive estate planning strategy to mitigate inheritance taxes. Some jurisdictions offer favorable inheritance tax laws or exemptions, allowing individuals to transfer wealth to future generations with reduced tax consequences. Offshore jurisdictions that prioritize financial privacy can provide a level of secrecy regarding an individual's financial affairs. This confidentiality can make it more challenging for tax authorities in an individual's home country to access information about offshore accounts and assets, potentially allowing for reduced tax scrutiny. It's important to note that while offshore accounts offer certain advantages, they also come with potential risks and legal considerations. The use of offshore accounts for illegal activities, tax evasion, or money laundering is strictly regulated and subject to legal consequences. It's crucial to consult with legal and tax professionals to ensure compliance with relevant laws and regulations in both your home country and the offshore jurisdiction. Furthermore, the level of financial privacy associated with offshore accounts has been under increased scrutiny in recent years. Many jurisdictions have implemented international agreements and reporting requirements, such as the Common Reporting Standard (CRS), to enhance transparency and combat tax evasion. It's essential to stay informed about the legal and regulatory landscape surrounding offshore accounts and to ensure compliance with applicable laws and reporting obligations. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching this far. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button if you find this video helpful, and if you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments section below. We love hearing from you. And click the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is posted. Goodbye.